Hello, everybody. Recording live from somewhere.
It's The Session with Mel G.
And now for my next number, I'd like to return to the
Classic. I think that we should start with the session. But before we begin, let me ask you a few questions. Have you?
Hey yo, I seen crooked cops aiming to please the pop brothers in their backs after they freeze. Innocent people stomp like they in stampedes. They choke out queens and call them.
Hey everyone, welcome back for my third episode of Classes in Session Lyric Breakdown. Today we're doing a special rendition as I'm covering Statik Selektah's The Balancing Act album that just dropped. And the artist I'm actually going to cover is going to be Black Thought. He actually takes the first track of the album called The Healing, and I'm super impressed by him always. He is such a legend in the game. I mean, you have your favorite rapper, of course, but if you want to talk about best rappers, Black Thought definitely is up there. He is a scholar, and he raps like nobody else. This isn't their first collaboration together. They've actually collabed multiple times in the past. One of the favorite tracks of mine being Bird's Eye View, which features Joey Badass as well. Black Thought's verse is impeccable there as well. Everything he does is just A+. I like to refer to him as the 3 Gs, which is the giant genius and God MC. Honestly, Black Thought, from the legendary Roots crew, all that stuff, all that history that they've put in. We've been blessed actually in the past couple years. Since 2018, Black Thought has dropped 3 projects called Streams of Thought, Volume 1, 2, and 3. So a lot of people, man, they begged him for music for so long. So to actually get him to put out projects at this rate, with this much excellent music, excellent raps about history, about black history, about owning your greatness, man, I'm so happy for him. And this last project, Streams of Thought Volume 3, was very strong. It's just incredible what he honestly does, so happy for him. One of my most epic moments in life, honestly. This is why I love Twitter. I love Twitter for a lot of reasons, but Black Thought, I'm very supportive. I like to retweet things, keep people informed and stuff. So one day he just randomly added me. He's like, I don't know who Mel is, but she always retweets everything and asks for nothing. And like, how many people do you know that have been added by Black Thought like that? So that to me was an honor. Like, I don't ask for anything. I just like his sense of humor. I love the person that he is. I love that he represents black people so well. And he's just a legendary all around. So again, thank you for shouting me out. That was such a memorable moment for me, one of my coolest moments ever. So let's get into this track. As I mentioned, this is from Statik Selektah's album Balancing Act. It just dropped, and track 1 is opened by the greatest, Black Thought. The song is called The Healing. I love the title. The song is great. Excellent choice. The instrumental itself, of course, Statik always does excellent production, man. So I'm not surprised by that at all. I'm always impressed by his production. It's always so smooth, so soulful, so jazzy, so just the roots of hip-hop, everything that I grew to love, you know what I mean? So I love how that instrumental just trickles in, and it kind of becomes the spine of the beat. And the snares just make the beat so chill and like a head bopper at the same time. And something that I love about Black Thought is that he always speaks so calmly and very poised and with such confidence at the same time. I don't know if that makes sense, but he's just like, he knows what he wants to say and he means that shit, and he's just so confident that he just says it like at a level, like it's just so confident, man. And he just wants to instill that greatness in you, the listener. That's what I feel, and that's what I receive from him all the time. So let's start with these opening lines. Ayo, I seen crooked cops aiming to please. So right there is just like, you already know the crooked cops are aiming to please. Like, that's the issues we're facing now. The pop brothers in the backs after they freeze. Innocent people stomp like they in stampedes. They choke out queens, they call them chimpanzees. So to me, the opening lines is just so true. Every year the black community suffer at the hands of police. He describes, they're just so willing to shoot anybody who's frozen, just not doing anything, not causing you any harm. That's just the first response, pop, pop. And some of the most important elements of his lines to me is just the way that he makes you feel. Because the way that he describes the situation, like you almost feel like you're being trampled by the stampede. Like you feel that in your bones almost. You feel the pain that he's describing. The line about the women being choked out and compared to chimpanzees, like you almost feel empathetic for women being mistreated directly, indirectly, verbally, physically, all that shit. Like he just encapsulates that so well. Then he goes, anybody could get it, what's honor to thieves, and you ain't even gotta see that shit to believe. So I like that he says what's honor to thieves. It's kind of like a play on the old original honor amongst thieves. So like I feel like he kind of switched it up, and to me he's referring to the fucking pigs, because like to me they have no honor. Like they're thieves because they're robbing people of their lives, like without anything. Like they don't give a fuck. They just do that shit like if nothing. So to me it's like they have no honor amongst them. They have no respect for people. and we can't expect anything of them. And that last line is just like, you ain't gotta see it to believe. You should be able to hear your people and know that they're going through something. And like now we're blessed enough to have these cameras that capture all this bullshit, but before that shit was going on, and like we didn't have cameras or anything, so like believe what happens. Then he goes on, it's greasy and living ain't easy. I like that Black Thought says the word greasy because I just haven't heard that word in a while, but and of course living ain't easy for sure right now for anybody, but I like that he uses this line to sort of switch up the flow, so that's where the flow change gets created. Then he goes on to say, the moral is the more we invest, the more the return, when excellence is all we accept. Respect that I earned is a testament that surely I'm blessed. Never stress, that's a prerequisite to earlier death. Redemption is mine, exactly what I'm here to collect. And if I leave, then I'm gonna exit with a serious rep. Like, Black Thought does not make a mistake in his words. He means that shit. First of all, investing in yourself is so important. And when he says that, like, if you only accept excellence, that's all you'll receive. I love that train of thought that he does. It's like checkmate. I feel like I don't relate a lot to the never stress part just because like that's hard to deal with in life, like just dealing with stress, so you know. But it's true, it is a cause of earlier death. You got to be careful with stress levels, make sure to do things that keep you calm and just focus, you know what I mean? And Black Thought, I appreciate that he's claiming what's his, you know what I mean? Like he knows that he should be well respected amongst his peers, amongst hip-hop, everything that's going on, and I appreciate that he's here to claim what's his, like show you he's king, bro. And I love, like, again, he says it so simply and so calmly, and like, but he knows what's up, you know what I mean? He mentions that Reek is a motivational speaker, no vacation either, my dedication is eager. Reek is definitely a motivational speaker. He's done speeches at like Harvard and shit like that. Like, again, when I mention scholar, I mean that. He is very intelligent, well-spoken, so smart. Like, this man is incredible. Then he goes on, I've been feeling myself since I felt the bass in the speaker. I've been healing myself, that's another way to get equal. There goes the title right there. So, been feeling myself since I felt the bass in the speaker, straight out the womb basically is what he's saying, because like music is something that you feel at any age, it doesn't matter. And I've been healing myself, that's another way to get equal. That second line hits so different because like once you heal yourself inside, yo, nobody else can beat you. You're unstoppable because you're the only person that you're meant to be. So he's reminding you not to forget that shit. Like, remember the importance of your power. Then he keeps going, I'm revealing myself as another face of the people. All my greatest achievements prevail in the face of evil. All my brothers and sisters keep wheeling so they can see you. Again, instilling that motivation in people, and me just reminding me to keep going and just make sure that you put yourself out there because people will be willing to see you prevail in the face of evil. All those lines, like, he just is very meticulous with his words, man. He reps for his people, an incredible mind. Fuck evil, literally win in spite of that shit. So he's very encouraging. I love the title, the healing, it's just perfect. What a strong start to an album. Short but sweet, but Black Thought, again, he just, the themes that he talks about is just so strong that it's like, the song is short, but he touches on so many things, from being great in yourself, racial injustice, just like little things, how he motivates his people, how he's a speaker for his people. So I'm so proud of him, especially since he's been putting out consistent projects, Streams of Thought volumes 1, 2, 3. Let's see how much he gets up to, you know what I mean? I'm excited for what his future holds. Maybe they'll put out more music as the Roots together. You know, everything's complicated right now, but again, I'm happy to have this music that motivates me, keeps me inspired, keeps me thinking, keeps me on my toes with the bars. Tariq is incredible at what he does. Thank you, Black Thought. I just want to salute to you for being such an awesome MC, setting the bar super high. This is what we need from people because the bar sometimes is set so low. So I appreciate him so much, and I appreciate you guys more than anything tuning in for the Classes in Session episode 3 lyric breakdown. This was Black Thought, The Healing, off of Statik Selektah's Balancing Act album, which is incredible. Please go check it out. Statik never disappoints. So again, thank you guys for joining me. It's been a pleasure. I'm Mel G. I'm your host. This is TheSessionTV. One love.
Statik Selektah.
Yo, I seen crooked cops aiming to please the pop brothers in their backs after they freeze. Innocent people stomp like they in stampedes. They choke out queens and call them chimpanzees.